Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. When a team already has a playoff spot in their back pocket, it can be easy to lose focus and ease up late in the regular season. But not losing momentum going into the playoffs is also important, so they just can't mail it in here. It's the Bengals going up against the Chiefs.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this in. Enemy territory across the 40. Fresh set of downs here. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And able to find Green. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. Red zone opportunity. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Mahomes to throw on second down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Ryan Glasgow able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A.J. Green with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Dalton, 1st and 10. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Going deep for Eifert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Well, someone just made a house call, and his name is Robert Alford. You remember that name, don't you, partner?
Seen him on the biggest of stages, picking off Tom Brady in Super Bowl 51.
Yeah, took it all the way back for a touchdown, then gave his team a 21-3 lead. They didn't hold it, but that was a mammoth play.
That was a mammoth play, and what we just saw was a mammoth play. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give them 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. Danny Nicholas not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. It's second down. Dalton looking. And this one's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these... The kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. Setting up the screen for West. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 8 yards on the screen there. Not enough. And it'll be 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. And he spins through. Excellent work on the run back there. 33 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive. But not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. And caught right side, Green. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. On third down, that's Hunt, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got his man, it's Eifert. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
To throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Nixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
An extra DB here for the Chiefs on third down.
Pass situation.
First carry from Giovanni Bernard. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He'll return it from the 6. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Mahomes now on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. This is Charkandrick West. And he's got some space here. A big play there for KC. 48 yards on the ground. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They run with Hunt. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Butker able to put this one through. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And some room to work. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And it's 17-7. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First down, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
All right, here we go.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Tomahali. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on third? We'll see.
Here we go. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Shift together here from the D-line.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They run again with Hunt. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Around the NFL, second quarter in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Justin Houston in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Now Mixon. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action and hit them over the top.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a third down and 8.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs will take over at their own 20. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now it's Hunt. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hunt. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd down following the run. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The tight end, Kelsey, has it over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Detroit! 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 Set!
On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
We got 3. Let's go.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Watch time. Watch time. Tight end right. Tight end right. Here we go now.
Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And really pouring it on now are the Falcons. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Hurry up, here we go. Good. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Leopard. All right, here we go. Green 32. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. 55's mine, guys, 55. Gone.
Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Lucky 56.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
Here's Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They'll run it here with Hunt. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. This is Hunt. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. The Bengals getting set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's complete. Bernard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
All right, now, look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Back to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Bernard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They'll drop to throw. On the screen, Bernard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Second down and 4. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Now back to throw. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Meanwhile, in Foxborough there in the 4th quarter, it's been a bit of a shootout in that one, and the Titans now leading. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they run with Mixon. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep.
Run what
Put
you
your
do
foot on
best.
the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to crucial lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now Hunt, and an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Kansas City, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.